Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of Ice Wolves Insider.
And it's Liam Brennan, the hat-trick goal, wins the Credit Union Cup for the LaGrange Ice Wolves.
We'll be talking with Ice Wolves players Enns and Phil Belanger, as well as Ice Wolves head coach Bob Beatty. And in our usual From the Stand segment, we'll be chatting with newcomer Mihilewicz, as well as Helary. That's all coming up right away. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Ice Wolves Insider. We're joined now by a couple of Ice Wolves players, both veterans as it turns out. That would be forward Enns and defenseman Phil Belanger. Gentlemen, welcome to the program this evening.
Thanks for having us. Hi.
All right. Well, obviously mission accomplished over the opening weekend. You guys came away with a pair of wins, and I just maybe will ask you just your take on how things went this past weekend. How would you assess your team's performance? Let's start with you there, Aaron.
Yeah, it was a good opening weekend to get those two wins. I thought up front we definitely knew how to put the puck in the net this weekend. At some points did get a little sloppy in our own zone, which we can tighten up and prepare for Humboldt.
Mm-hmm. Phil, how did you see your team's performance this past weekend?
I think we showed a lot of character. On Friday we had a good first period, but we got sloppy for the second and third, and just her beat went down. I think on Saturday we showed a lot of character after losing 2-0 and coming back. I think we had a pretty successful weekend.
Yeah. Obviously no shortage of offense and really no shortage of, I guess, power play success. What do you guys see as being the key why you guys have been so successful with the man advantage so far? Start with you there, Phil.
I think we're moving the puck well, and we took a lot of shots on the net, a lot of rebounds, so it's maybe why we scored a lot of goals.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, what do you see there?
Yeah, it starts in practice. I think we have a pretty solid leadership group this year, and we've just been telling all the guys to communicate and really look for those seams and make those passes. So I think you can really tell on the power play down low. We were moving it well, and even 5-on-5 our cycle was really effective, and I think that's why we're successful and put some pucks in the net.
All right. Now I know you guys wanted to come out great guns on the home opener there against Nipwin, but were even you surprised at just how lopsided the shots on goal were in the first and part of the second there, and also the score as well? Did that surprise you at all? I'll start with you there, Aaron.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different from last year. We were kind of a more defensive team or whatnot, but for the shots, it didn't surprise me. I mean, our game plan usually is to throw everything on net and really drive the net and crash the net and look for those rebounds. And I think we just did a really good job of putting the puck on net, and I think it worked out for us.
All right. Phil, did that surprise you at all, just to see just how lopsided the score and the shots on goal were there Friday night against Nipwin?
Not really. We were just doing the game plan and just shooting on the net like we always do, so it's kind of why the score on the shots was pretty high. So.
Now you're one of the few returning blue liners this season. Obviously we got a good look at a number of new recruits on the blue line for the Ice Wolves this weekend. How would you, I guess, grade their performance, if you will? You don't have to talk about individual players, but how do you think they did as a group?
I think they did pretty well. We didn't probably play that good on defense, but I think we did some good play and some good puck movement, and I think everyone did pretty well, and like they did their job like they needed to do, and I think went well. So.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, you also took a turn on the blue line because of a variety of circumstances in Sunday night's game against Kindersley. How did you find that?
Yeah, it's been a while. The last time I played D was the Battleford series, but it was all right. Me and Dougie back there, it was a little humorous, but it felt pretty comfortable back there. It's just glad to help out the team.
Yeah. All right, so a lot of people still talking about just how wild the Sunday night game was. Saw a lot of fireworks in that game. I guess your reaction to, I guess, not just the fireworks, but what it meant in terms of the overall outcome of the game. I'll start with you there.
Yeah, you know, it definitely can't be avoided. But I think, like Phil said, we've shown a lot of character, and we were down 2-0, and we took advantage of the power plays we got, and I think it was the turning point in the game.
Mm-hmm. Phil, how tough was it to see a teammate like Lyndon Smith, you know, willingly take quite a few shots, in that, I guess that fracas there. Was that tough to watch on the bench to see? I'm not sure if you were on the bench or on the ice, but was it tough to see a guy take shots there? Obviously for the team, thinking of the team, but was that tough to watch?
It's kind of pretty difficult with all the new rule. After there's already a fight on, you can go for a second, or else team get a fine and stuff like that. So it's kind of pretty thing that you don't want to, and like you just want to avoid it. So
did Lyndon Smith's actions there, his discipline, but did that inspire you guys at all in terms of what came? Like, obviously, you guys scored a ton of goals right after that. Would you say that was a turning point, his discipline?
Yeah, you know, it just shows that it was a very disciplined move by him, and it was a smart move, and it definitely helped us out in our favor. So it was a smart move on his part, and I think it did get us a lot, very motivated. I mean, everyone's seen it was right in front of our bench. You know, our leading scorer taking shots in the helmet. I mean, it was nothing but more firepower for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just finally, you guys got 2 more big games coming up this weekend against the Humboldt Broncos. They're also 2-0. What do you guys see happening this weekend? What kind of games do you think we're going to see? I'll start with you there, Phil.
I think it's going to be a pretty intense game. A lot of hitting and stuff like that, a lot of speed. We just have to be ready and do what we have to do normally, and just practice good as usual, and just practice some breakout and stuff we need to focus on and just put it in the game. So,
right. Aaron, how do you see this weekend unfolding?
Yeah, it'll definitely be an intense weekend. I mean, after sweeping them in the playoffs in their own barn, I'm sure their returning players are going to be gunning for us. But definitely expect a run and gun in the first. We'll come out hitting, and we'll throw everything on net, and do everything we can to get the W. Start with game 1, and we'll follow up this next night.
All right. Well, Aaron, Phil, thanks very much for being on the program tonight.
Thanks.
All right. Just joining us, this is Ice Wolves Insider. We've been joined by Ice Wolves veterans Aaron Enns and Phil Belanger. We'll be right back with a chat with the coach.